Day 4 after BCG therapy for bladder cancer. Wanted to report my findings, how I feel. If you look back, the last 2 videos are day 1 and day 2 after my cancer therapy. So check them out if you want to get some kind of an idea of how you might feel. Today on day 4, this is the first day I've felt pretty good all the way, pretty close to 100%. I would not say that I am quite 100% yet, though I did work out again this morning. I still didn't push it too hard. I'm still a little bit, maybe you could just say my wavelength is kind of flatline. I feel fine really, but just taking it slow. I actually decided for some reason or another to go ahead and fast today too, so that's like a diet thing. I had, a few things that were kind of maybe bad over the last 2 or 3 days, kind of stress eating, so I thought I'd kind of detox. But I'm not feeling anything other. My only real feeling right now is going to be the sensation when I pee. Now, when I started this up, I remember what that was like. The last time I had BCG therapy was just pretty shortly after my surgery, so I was still in a lot of pain and pain when I urinate, frequency when I urinated. So when I started BCG, it was really hard to determine exactly what my symptoms were, though I could have a pretty decent guess at it. This time was clean. It had been like 6 months. I had my last BCG in January, so it's a 6-month interval type deal, and I had carried with me a sensation when I peed. I believe I'll carry that probably for the rest of my life. It's just different. I guess you get used to feeling a certain way when you go to the bathroom, and once I had this surgery, it changed absolutely everything about the way it feels. Now, that being said, I don't always have urgency. It's just something about the way that it feels. I wasn't having urgency. Everything was going pretty well over that 6 months, and I healed from my surgery, and then now I got to do this BCG again, and I wondered the whole time, what it was going to put me through. And this is what it did. I mean, the total deal, I got to get it again this Thursday. I've got 3 sessions, 1 a week, for the next 3 weeks. And I can tell you that the next session is going to just restart me. Thursday morning I got it. I got sick within a half an hour. Not super sick, just allergic sick, no vomiting. Second day, a little bit less. Third day, a little bit less. Now we're at day 4, and I've still got the sensation when I pee. I did notice on Saturday, day 2, like it was a lot of urgency. Every single time I had to pee, I had to kind of rush off to the bathroom. So with BCG therapy, due to the irritation that's happening in your bladder, that's no surprise. I always say when I talk about cancer therapy that I don't know what intravenous chemotherapy feels like. It looks absolutely terrible. I've had intravesical chemotherapy a couple times when I had surgery, but I don't believe that's anywhere near intravenous chemotherapy, because intravenous through your veins, affects every system you have, and you lose your hair. With BCG immunotherapy, I do not lose my hair. It affects every system I have, but what's interesting about this is I've always had an immune system problem. I've had psoriasis for many, many years, and I've taken a medication for it. So I really am curious if anybody out there maybe has an immune system disorder and it's led to cancer. Of course, I can't get anyone to say that my immune system disorder led to the cancer. What led to my particular bladder cancer was smoking. That seems to be the consensus. But I'm sure the immune system problems did not help. Now that I'm healthy and I work out all the time and I eat right most of the time, I feel as if I've turned the corner on that. I don't need psoriasis medication anymore. I do have a topical ointment, but my psoriasis is nowhere near what it was. So maybe you guys have some insight on that. My insight is eat right, exercise, low stress, and that seems to take the edge off psoriasis, so I don't think it'll ever go away. Now, as far as BCG therapy goes, here we go. I'm on Monday. I'm feeling pretty decent. I wouldn't say I have urgency. I have a sensation that makes me feel like it could be, but once you get there, it's like, no, I don't have to pee. But it kind of, you walk around with it. After you get bladder cancer, it seems like that's the way I've felt ever since I got bladder cancer. So But I'm not running off to the bathroom every 5 minutes now. But I would expect on Thursday that my symptoms will be just a bit lighter than they were today, but I will report on that. Hopefully anybody that's in BCG therapy for bladder cancer can get a little bit of help for this, or BCG therapy otherwise. BCG therapy is used in other ways. Look that up and see which organs it can be used on. I don't know the administration, but I know when it comes to bladder cancer, they can shoot it right up there and it has an immediate effect. It causes an immune reaction, which I like to call a tumor killer. So what we're doing here is we're ensuring, as much as humanly possible, that I don't get any return bladder tumors, because they are very common. So my advice would be, if you have bladder cancer, make sure you go through your therapy or therapies, whichever ones your doctor provides to you or recommends to you. And then always, the other therapy that you have is getting up off your ass, exercising. I did it. I've lost this whole bunch of weight. Once again, look back at my first video and just see the weight that I've lost since I got cancer. Get up off your butt. Go do some exercise. You're never too old. I will be 49 in 4 days, I think. I lost track. And I'm doing it. I'm pretty sore. I'm not 18 no more. But hey, I'm doing it. It is never too late. Never too late. Start a healthy lifestyle. And that is the way that we combat cancer, along with newer therapies. But old school, put good things into your body.